A lot of people know Epson best for printers. So a lot of people are probably thinking, what's a printer company doing here building out the drone ecosystem in the commercial space? What a lot of people don't know about Epson is that at our core, we're also a technology company. And a lot of the core technology is on the display side. So in addition to printers, we actually extend far outside of that. We're a world leader in robotics. We make IMUs, very high-end IMUs that power a lot of and stabilize a lot of aircraft. Epson also does projectors. So we're a world leader in projection technology as well. And that's where our glasses were born out of. It really has the smallest projectors that we make inside of them. And we're also kind of really big in the optics space. So making augmented reality glasses is a very complex proposition, and that's what Epson's good at. So moving on to the topics that we're going to be discussing today, which is FPV and how AR is really going to change that FPV experience. By a show of hands, I'm just kind of wondering how many folks out there actually have FPV glasses or use them in operation. So not a ton of folks, which is not surprising. And I think it's really because in the enterprise, you really need tools that are going to help you be more productive. And from what we've heard and what we understand is, traditional FPV glasses and systems are really designed more for providing a cool experience for drone racing or for more on the consumer side. So what we'd like to do with the BT300 glasses is provide more than an FPV experience. We're looking to be able to provide real-time data in your field of view. So one of the things that we've heard over the last couple days in a lot of the presentations is a big rise in sensors and being able to gather lots of data. So we're really looking to connect the dots in terms of how can we make flying a safer, more productive experience by rendering some of that real-time data into the pilot's field of view. So we're going to discuss a little bit of that today, and I'm going to go ahead and hand it over to my colleague, Michael Leyva.
So just as kind of a starting point, I assume, again, most people probably haven't tried them on yet. We will have a little demo table out there after this talk so that you can experience it. Because with these glasses, there's no way for me to fully describe it until you try it on, see what it's like when you wear it. But at the core, what we're trying to do is provide a heads-up experience. All of you know from flying all sorts of aerial vehicles that typically you're looking down. You have to reference your tablet, your phone, whatever other device is providing that real-time telemetry data, the real-time FPV view. And the great thing about glasses is that you can free yourself from that by having that same information or all that same kind of FPV experience directly in front of you. We have the mock-up here to show. Again, I'd just much prefer that you come and try it on so you can see what it would be like. But the idea is keep your head up and then use the sky as your canvas. Things like head tracking in the glasses itself enabled you to have a 360 experience, which we'll again show kind of in person. Now, most people, as Eric said, are not familiar with Epson within this space. You guys have heard of printers or maybe other things that we make. But we actually have a long history now of making glasses, and it all came from, as he said, the projection background. They wanted to use this R&D and the patents they have in the area in a new way. Back in 2011, Eric likes to joke, it was before glasses were cool. This was before even Google Glass came out. We launched our first, believe it or not, even way bigger product than what you see in front of you today. That thing was 220 grams. The one that we're showing now is 69. So it's come a long way in a relatively short amount of time. We're on to Gen 3. Gen 1 actually was the reason and kind of the way we got into this market was Romeo Dershers, the head of education for DJI. He stumbled upon this pair of glasses, started hacking it and trying to see how it would work with FPV systems. Subsequently, when we had the second gen come out, we had a little bit more compatibility with some of their models, including the Phantom 2 Vision Plus. And now, finally, with the Gen 3 that's launching in a few weeks, we have full compatibility against their line of products. So really exciting where we've been, but obviously way more exciting is where we're going. And just to give you a really quick background on why this product, again, most people aren't super familiar with it, there's a few things. The number one is that it's transparent. That's why it's different than a lot of the other FPV systems that are on the market today. It's not enclosed. You can actually maintain the visual line of sight in accordance with the new regulations that we're seeing. You have situational awareness. The screen isn't huge all the way around you. It's about like a 60 to 80 inch television in front of you. So I can still see things around me, not lose sight of that, and have that safe experience. It's 3D, stereoscopic 3D, which is cool because now we can start doing experiences that you wouldn't be able to do on a phone or tablet. Also, I mentioned that it has these head sensors. That enables the 360 canvas. If you've worn a VR device or any kind of head-worn device, many of them have this capability now where you look around and the content you're looking at changes. Something exciting. We don't know fully where we're going to go with it. Maybe it's pre-flight visualizations or things like that, but the capability is there. And then the only other one I wanted to mention is this kind of wearable camera. This is something where maybe you're filming from the pilot's point of view. So for whatever reason, you want to log the flight from the pilot, from the operator. It has a front-facing HD camera that records in 1080p. So it could just be another way to capture the experience. So with that, I'll hand back to Eric just to go over where we see it going next.
Yeah, so here at the AirWorks show, we're really excited to help build the ecosystem. So we're really looking out to you as the end users of some of these new technologies on the forefront of software development and remote piloting. And we're really looking for your ideas and input into how Epson and DJI craft some of these next generation experiences. So some of the ideas that we have and some of the things that we're working on is pre-flight visualization. So imagine, we know that a lot of flight plans are being automated nowadays. So with automation, what's the value of an AR glasses? It's really being able to put those glasses on before you fly, render out in 3D, in 360 degrees, what your flight plan is. You may realize that you made errors when you visualize that out. So we really think pre-flight visualization is a big application. Real-time data. So we do have another partner company that actually has built a system for our BT200 glasses for pilots of small aircraft to be able to show real-time no-fly zones in the pilot's field of view, being able to show where other aircraft are. So we would really love to integrate some of that functionality for the drone space as well. Obviously, we would need some more ecosystem partners to be able to work on that. But we really think that could help provide kind of a safer solution. The other thing that we think is really interesting would be real-time interaction. And I think this is kind of a next level type of application where you wear the smart glasses, and the glasses, we do have compass and GPS built in, so they do know where they are, and they're situationally aware. What we'd like to do is use DJI's SDK, the 4.0 update, which we're really excited about, to be able to know the real-time position of the drone, potentially within the glasses be able to have an arrow that points you to, hey, your drone's over there, and it's pointed east. Just having these real-time flight assistance tools, we think that can add a lot of value to the real-time flight experience. I think Epson, we really feel like the future is in the enterprise. Here at the show, we've heard a lot of great solutions from 3D mapping, advanced sensor data, and we really want to incorporate that all into the flight experience to help make these AR experiences really add value and make the skies safer. So some of the ideas or folks that we've had approach us and some of the projects that we're working on these days are primarily in agriculture, inspection, construction, and mining, which I've heard a lot of. But if you do have applications outside of that you think you could use glasses for, we would love to talk. And Epson is investing heavily into this product line and the application in partnership with DJI. So we are very interested in finding out how we can help you guys make this more productive for your customers.